Yeah.
I have a dream.
Serve notice in the house for the year 2008.
An exile in his own
My man Doc Fox, Music Theory in the building. It's Martin Luther King joint. Dr. Martin Luther King.
I have a dream.
Memory of, that is. Dream come true. Peep gang.
I have a dream.
Black history should not be a mystery. 400 years, blood, sweat, tears, and misery. Literally, millions of lives lost in African Holocaust. Underground railroad, catch the train of thought or step off. It's keeping it real, creeping with steel. And if seeking to kill your brother for skrill is another trap in the track to weaken the wheels, cheapen the deals while the other man's leading the field. King said we should overcome the new millennium. The time's come to overrun our lot, Jehovah's sons, young black and older ones, all face police hate, lock gates and soldiers guns. Time for system infiltration, so get your education, approach each class with dedication. If you gotta be a bookworm, my brother, be that. Break them for their A sharps, let them keep their B flats, let them know you born to be a baller and you'll be that. Scholar with dollars, now you're rolling on the free track, knowing the struggles now, a struggle of the mind. Challenge every doubt, don't let fear draw the line. Register to vote or you'll always be neglected. Want the president elected or Supreme Court selected? Reject this method. I ain't leaving, he ain't leaving, we ain't leaving, she ain't leaving, so we might as well unite and fight for common reasons. For Rosa Parks and those who march to free a wounded nation. For Dr. King and Malcolm X, ace every test you taking. For Harriet Tubman and that Turner, pay with sweat you're breaking. The Underground Railroad's in your mind, you reach your destination. No justice, no peace, till the police brutality cease and freedom reigns, dream come true. Till justice no longer means just you. We fighting all night till the light come, dream come true.
I have a dream. The life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation. I have a dream.
Yeah. A nation, a people, a man and a dream. How many understand what it means? Seen as 2/3 of human beings, how they label me. For my mama cradled me, forced in chattel slavery. Wonder why they hate me. Is it the melanin I'm dwelling in? Black intelligence of the skeleton. I'm that strange fruit with blood at the roots that swung from the trees down south when the church got burnt out. Yo, I'm those bodies out of caskets, afloat in the middle passage, victim of circumstances, considered savage. Let you tell it, we damn by the curse of Ham. Ain't white and perfect, somehow we deserve this. 400-year Holocaust in your surface. Built this whole country, now our people shirtless. Every promise made of reparations is worthless. When this race surface, you start to get nervous. How the hell you claim to bring civilization when in this very nation, kings fight with civil rights? March after march was sparked by Rosa Parks, falling like dominoes from bullets and water hose. King had a dream, they said a nation awoke. Spoke non-violent, now the dreamer got smoked. Killing us softly while you speaking his quotes. Sick of sleepwalking, it's nightmarish hoax. Hell no, no justice, no peace, till the police brutality cease and freedom rings, dream come true. Till justice no longer means just you. We fighting all night till the light come, dream come true.
I have a dream. The unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I have a dream. I have a dream. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
1, 2. Serve notice in the house for the year 2008. The theory. My man Doc Foscow, music theory in the building. We here chilling like Zone 2, we only put a couple of chillin' jump for the real thing, you know. Call outside the lines, keep going. Yo, I call it outside the line, fade up portrait of humanity, try to make sense of insanity. Can't be exasperated, hatred amongst the races leads to construction or self-destruction. Picture holy scriptures, blind and swastikas. God gave religion, man-made divisions. Stereotypes, superstitions, selfish ambition to those who pose Christian. Isn't it sad for those who didn't have the melanin I'm dwelling in? Color me back. Them boys in blue, yeah, that poison crew say I'm barred from whites, wearing stars and stripes. Freedom of speech, yeah, right. Don't believe the hype. Don't say what they like, you might lose your life. Taken from Doc King, he stood for peace. Stood for justice, now lies deceased. Concrete streets cover blood of the Indian nation. Extermination on reservations. The pilgrims said, damn, we want this bread, man. Greedy tree, the red man's a dead man. Every other block, there's a river or gunshot. The liquor stores here, just chemical warfare. They gotta celebrate Thanksgiving banquets. The same said thanks with smallpox and blankets. Apartheid's done in South Africa, I see. Replaced by the Jermaine John B. 136 million men, women, and children unmarked graves. Was the life of a slave. Because of the color of skin, we kill again. Ain't no excuses for hatred and nuisance. Beating this demon is useless. Color outside the lines, you may find in time. From the black and the white, yellow and brown with red down, destinies intertwined, that's bottom line. Think and free your mind, erase hate, color outside the line till your inner eyes colorblind. Erase hate, color outside the lines. Yo, theory, script. Yo, face it, being racist is tasteless for all those who hate this. Break it down to basic. Listen very clearly though. Check out the scenario as I bust your stereo. Holla if you hear me though. Stereotypes, false hype, what we don't like. Don't please listen if you fit the description. Not every black man's another Scottie Pippen. Or wants to gangbang, deal with pimp women. Not all whites is filthy rich and prejudiced. No matter what they say, all whites ain't triple K. Some whites fought day and night for the civil rights plight. Some see men as equal, some blacks exploit people. Not every Jewish fanboy cash, and not every Arab's packing bombs in book bags. Every Latino ain't illegal, so stop it. Not every Aborigine is an alcoholic. Blast your stereotype. It's a spiritual fight. Deliverance from centuries of ignorance. Time to quit walking through life with focus blurred. Coming to reality, partner, notice serves. Thank you, baby. Hey, support the downtown barbershop.
I've had a deep and abiding interest in civil rights. Civil rights was what brought me into the political arena. Somewhere along the line you learn that you've got to stop hollering in the wind and get on the other side of the bench and try to help make laws that change things for people.
What's up? This is Dominic Hoyt coming live from What's Up College Edition here at TCC Forum. I'm here with the candidate for Tacoma's mayor, former mayor and county member, Harold G. Moss. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine. It's good to be here. Thanks, Dominic.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. Now, we were wondering, what are some of your views on the rise in tuition going on in Tacoma? What are some of your views and your thoughts on that?
Oh, now that one hurts, because the limited ability for city or county elected officials to affect it. We're just kind of witnesses to it. I have to be absolutely straightforward with you, because in my lifetime, I don't recall much of anything that remained the same. And so rising tuitions, as with the rising cost of a loaf of bread, is almost inevitable. So I regret that cost go up, but then I am so pleased that you have the option to try to still get a very good education.
If there was one thing you could change or improve about the city of Tacoma as mayor, what would it be?
Oh, I'd start with a whole lot of things. All of the vacant buildings downtown that used to have thriving businesses would have thriving businesses again. I would love to see neighborhoods where properties have run down, that we had some program that not only trained people but put people to work in refurbishing them. That would be just wonderful. I'd love to see Tacoma go out and get the kind of industry that's clean, that has high-paying jobs, family wage jobs, all of those kinds of things. To me, there's nothing wrong with knowing that way off in the distance, that's where you're trying to get.
Ghetto glam, yeah. I've noticed some building. My man Doc Fox, Music Theory. Ghetto glamorous, baby. George worked to Mickey T, serving burgers with cheese. Full-time, but still wasn't clocking no G's. Piggy gotta ride the bus while niggas ride his plus. Get high, discuss his life is flux. Yo, he want big bucks and bitches with big butts. Fly rides, sitting my ties down in Vegas. Penthouse suites, overlooking the beach. New freak every week, lounging with running leash. Yo, American dreams seem elusive to blacks. Exclusively white, no future in sight. Yo, George, you need a new hustle. He's sick of the struggle. He wanna hear some dollar rustles. Now he's on a paper caper, slaying rocks on the block. Now we got a fat knock with hoes on the jock. Rolling the carry, he want it so badly. Bad bitches bow before daddy, but here come the haters. They wanna twist his cat back, flip like flapjacks, put him in knapsacks, so he sleeps strapped with gas. Ain't losing no green, seems to me to justify the bling bling. He wanna live his life ghetto glamorous, strike victory poses for the cameras. Got fun, so they call him scandalous. With no dough, it ain't much, it ain't much. talking poison to them boys in the hood. Yo, some call me a slut, but who gives a fuck what they say? She living it up, yo. She ain't looking for repentance. It's all about dollars, any other way is senseless. She wanna live a life ghetto glamorous. Strike victory poses for the cameras. Got fun so they call her scandalous. With no dough, it ain't much, it ain't much.
Dreams of ice cream, sweet as a ice cream. Swallow on the bottle and I challenge your style. This shit is Sleepy Hollow. We can just give you some baby to call the poison blue. We come with attitude, plus that must be poison too. All I'm gonna do is suicide. This is your question. They don't know that I shit cracking here. Hustling or jumping, really into something. Just like Halloween, y'all call this big the great pumpkin. Mama's life is people who know one thing is so funky. More than funny, know that Rampage goes to thumping. Get the stepping. Hey yo, you don't have to for nothing. Clean the block out, or else we will commence to dump it.
Shit ain't switching sweet in these streets. We're not in the heat. We're hanging in the beast. If you lose your life, it ain't not on me. Play ask somebody. Play ask somebody. 253.
How you feel? She was switching in this thing in the hood. Sick and checking the goods. Get the F out the hood. We pew the sound down. Click on what the town. Price of living going up. Chance of living going down. But we're playing smooth and slang on that biology. Moving text, trigonometry. Make no apology. Sick with it probably. I'ma take the picker, hater, no stopping me. Set a fucking shot on every life of knowledge. Big cross with the sunscreen and pottery. Dressed to impress like I just hit the lottery. Why that it? Just how it got to be. Too much sluts on my glass, don't get off of me. You in love with the drugs and it's costing me. Girl turn thief for the beast, one of these from that. Piece of that ass, I freaks for the cash. Release then I blast, my tongue is a lash. Nothing realer than a dealer and a thriller. Try to make a buck in the case for my dealers. How that 253 shit ain't switching.
Shit ain't switching sweet in these streets.
Silence the violence, increase the peace, don't fake the funk, whatever. It's not about that. It's about Quincy, Rhonda, and Kano. These are my homies, and they're also dead. So don't wrap this up in some cute ad slogan with some big sound effects. This is about us. We're killing each other.
Serve notice. Dominic Fortune, the infamous game Untamed. Yo, punks wanna play? And with a toy box. Kid was at the factory, hard at work, for his boss Milton Bradley, a hard-nosed jerk. He clocked out at 5 in his Hot Wheels bunk to his loving wife Barbie and their Lego hunt. But little did he know his wife Barbie's a hoe, giving up the pussy to G.I. Joe. And son got all the guns in the globe. If anybody stepped, they'd get their wigs combed. Kid walked in, caught him fucking and flipped. Little did he know Joe had that kung fu grip. Like a game of Twister, he had no clue. It was right fist red, left foot blue. He couldn't get with Joe, so he phoned his crew. The Mario brothers, they fucked with shrooms. Told them the story how Joe had flexed. Time to shake him and erase him like an actor sketch. The brothers were with it, but they were no dummies. Yeah, you want Joe dead and take Monopoly money. Can't drop the ends, yellow hundreds, blue tens. They picked up a phone and called a friend. Once a crip preferred Bloods instead. Transformer from the hill, Mr. Potato Head. Potato Head was down, but Raggedy Ann ran back to G.I. Joe to expose the plan. And watch your back, and don't even blink, G. Niggas creeping on you like slinkies. Now Ann was stingy, a clock, and was happy to tap. So now Joe know, and know it's half the battle. He phoned He-Man, yo, let's wreck these jokers. In the Tonka truck strapped with super soakers. Spotted them on boardwalk, bailed out the truck. Flashed the artillery, now what's up? Told Potato Head he best stay in his place. And if he got involved, they'd rearrange his face. How they get resolved, don't nobody know. Pac-Man showed up and they all got ghosts. To the hip-hop, you don't stop. To the top ticking, you don't quit. I don't wanna grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I could play with. From bikes to planes to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. I don't wanna grow up, cause honey, if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us G. Serve notice.
We have our third and final candidate, Will Baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Will Baker, and I'm the Libertarian candidate for Pierce County Auditor. Why am I running as a Libertarian? Fact, polls show that most Americans support the creation of a third major political party. Fact, I am one of those Americans. And fact, on November 7th, 2000, the Libertarian Party did legally gain major party status in the state of Washington when 3 of their 8 candidates for statewide office received more than 5% of the vote in the general election. So here in Washington State, we are in fact a 3 major party state. Why am I running for Pierce County Auditor? I believe the number one issue in the 2002 county elections ought to be the illegal and unethical election practices used by the person who runs Pierce County elections and current county council members who have attempted to protect these practices. In 1996, I began to hear stories about election manipulation in Tacoma and Pierce County. I did some research and became aware of the following facts. Number one, all city of Tacoma and all Pierce County elections are run by the Pierce County Auditor, a public office that all Pierce County citizens get to vote on. 2, 3 of the last 5 auditors who have been, quote, elected, unquote, including current auditor Kathy Pearsall-Stipek, have ended up on the losing end of court cases as a direct result of their actions on the job while in office. That's every other auditor for the last 59 years. 2 of those 3 auditors went to jail. Personally, I don't see that as a track record that inspires a lot of confidence in the electoral process. Now, when I became aware of this, I wondered why I hadn't heard about this 59-year history of corruption from the media. So I did a little more research and became aware of a few more interesting facts. On Tuesday, January 23rd, 1996, a jury of 12 Pierce County citizens awarded former county auditor employee Sally Riccobono $741,000 because Pierce County Auditor Kathy Pearsall-Stipek had retaliated against Sally after she filed a racial discrimination complaint against Stipek. The Tribune and your moderator, Mr. Seago here, responded 2 days later with an editorial criticizing the jury. Now we go 8 months later. On Friday, September 13th, 1996, Washington State Supreme Court Judge Charles Smith issued a restraining order against our current auditor for counting ballots early. Justice Smith ruled that Pierce County could suffer irreparable harm if this practice were not halted. The Tribune and your moderator, Mr. Seago here, responded 4 days later, I apologize, with an editorial ripping Justice Smith and the group that brought the complaint. So basically, we have a track record here of the Tribune going after anyone from a Pierce County jury to a state Supreme Court judge who has ever had the audacity to speak up against our current auditor's regime. And since the Tribune is the outlet for the Associated Press, whatever Mr. Seago decides to write is repeated throughout the rest of the state and the nation as gospel. Of course, now we have the Tribune getting involved with folks who are running TV cameras that are paid with taxpayer dollars. Kind of an interesting situation. I became aware of this, and that was one of the reasons I ran for auditor. It gives me an opportunity to use the voters pamphlet, use public forums like this to bring this information out, because I find one of the best ways to deal with problems is to drag them out into the public spotlight. And I hope to use my campaign to draw attention and educate citizens throughout Pierce County about how elections are run in the hopes that public pressure will force election reform. One part of the election process that I would like to draw public attention to is the practice of holding candidate forums. Legitimate candidate forums that follow formats that ensure equal time for candidates can be a very positive thing for the community. However, there are some people and some groups that try to rig candidate forums by using formats that do not ensure equal time for candidates, or that simply ignore the rules of their own forum. And unfortunately, this forum turns out to be one of those types of forums. We have a moderator who has already endorsed one of the county auditor candidates. You would think that in a well-run forum you would have a moderator who could at least pretend not to be biased. I have two editorials up here tonight on the podium where after Mr. Seago endorsed Pat McCarthy, he not once but twice came out with reminder endorsements stating that they would name the people they had endorsed and also names of candidates who were unopposed in the primary. In both cases, it turned out Mr. Seago was lying through his teeth. Mr. Washam was unopposed in the primary. His name was in there. Pat McCarthy was endorsed. Her name was in there. In both cases, my name was not in there. I would like to invite folks, since we are running out of time here, to check out my website, PierceCountyInsider.com, where we have considerably more information than I've been able to present to you in this format. And I thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you. Since I'm not running for office, I'm not going to ask for equal time. Okay, that concludes our presentation from the county auditor candidate.
I am going to stop you. We the students refuse to back down. They say, so what? We say no cuts. They want to fake financial aid and still be paid. We the students don't go both ways. They say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. What replaces education? Ignorant nations, unprepared for threats we facing. Hot unemployment, broken dream chasing. Will we switch back to knowledge for the rich? Close the door and ignore the poor. We the students, we deserve more. Instead we see jobs leave our seashore. As we detour, the powers that be play blame games, try to rearrange and change things. Notice vent common sense that lame brains don't get the picture. I suggest you change frames, tuition hikes will have you missing life. The student bookstore already overpriced, and your bureaucracy's based off hypocrisy. When I file grievance, you refuse to talk to me. Oh no, Dominic, these are one drama. Ran for office so fast you should have raced Obama. Oh mama mia, answer Tom C. Yeah, your team's response, sorry ran to Korea. Who faculty fooling?
We the students.
Who politicians screwing?
We the students.
Who coming out losing?
We the students.
Have I lied?
Hell no.
Throw them up for the bad guy.
I am gonna stop you.
Go ask your governor, dudes, they know a sufferer hard to extinguish when you're living in ignorance. Pardon my indignance, I'm just an educated delinquent that's hell to extinguish. The ferocious serve notice as hailstorm and locust to those who propose to demote us back to them days of uneducated slaves, or like what happened to them Indian braves. Just asking questions, have I misbehaved, or are your demons still on a rampage? As students and meets, it's just useless excuses like, don't blame us, it's the economy, stupid. Look, the higher ups, they passing the buck. Come us, we the students, they slashing the buck. Know what? Tell them no cut, nowhere, no time, no way, no year, no day. We had our fill of classism, racism, fascism. Time to turn them all into fascism. Time to break out this glass prison where you see yourself better when you like my melanin. Scream the hell with them, call me crazy. Program phase outs don't just phase me. Call me nuisance, but that's my 2 cents. Dominic Fortune reporting for we the students. Who faculty fooling?
We the students.
Who politicians screwing?
We the students.
Who coming out losing?
We the students.
Have I lied?
Hell no.
Throw them up for the bad guy.
Stop you.
Nightfall on the dark night with a toaster, busting on you 2 faces and jokers. Nightfall on the dark night with a toaster, busting on you 2 faces and jokers. Nightfall on the dark night with a toaster, busting on you 2 faces and jokers. Nightfall on the dark night with a toaster, busting on you 2 faces and jokers.
And you know what? I have another amazing performer that's going to be coming up, and I love him to death. He's an amazing person. The next performer is a graduate, 2011. He's also a poet laureate. Please welcome George Hoyt of Serve Notice and Carry, performing Pump Your Circumstance!
1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Evergreen, Tacoma, 2011. Yeah. Pump your circumstance. Through trials and tribulations, challenging situations, building a knowledge foundation. Textbooks bring thick, thorough education, mental stimulation, mind elevation. Behold the future saviors of this nation. Your graduation, congratulations. You'll now be facing new opportunity, changing community, shining like diamond jewelry. It's been one long far pace, one long hard race. Now the world's yours like Scarface. No lowercase, it's all about your capital. Done with the test and beat, thank your owner's equity. Let me see you live it up, playing like a baller. Love gentlemen dollars, rolling with the scholars. All seniors holler, juniors ask questions. Sophomore hard enough, get started as a freshman. Studied every lesson, stressing through strife. Defining moment, bless the new life. Cap and gown, career bound with a sight. Tackles right to left, but some left to right, alright? Cause you made it, and now had your chance to advance. You let victory dance, put your circumstance. Ran hand or stuff, 0 below. You made it though, don't black glance. Put your circumstance, yo, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, yo, theory. Do you remember starting school in September, statistics class. You ain't think you passed, but you here at last. Valedictorian, in all of your glory, continue the story. This here moment to capture begins a new chapter. Road to riches from hereafter. Time to party up, celebrate with laughter. With all associates, bachelors and masters, doctors and deans on the team. Welcome to the team. You're walking the American dream. To reach this level ain't as easy as it seems. Sink or swim, rapid waters upstream. Though this moment be sacred, there's those who ain't make it. They thought school was something to play with. They straight sideways. You chose to stay with. Eye on the prize, only strong survive. And reaches here, graduation, final destination, victory, marching, revelation. Take that deep breath. Aroma of diplomas, it's been a time cracked the coronas. Because we made it, we now have a chance to advance to the victory dance from your circumstance. Right here on snow, zero below, you made it though. Don't back glance from your circumstance. What? Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Yo, theory! Yo! We made it! Evergreen Tacoma 2011! Stop! Enter to learn, depart to serve!
Wow! Give George another hand, please. Yes!
Fuck Christmas, say Nick and get the deals, Nick. Some shit done popped off last Christmas, I'll never forget. I was at home Christmas Eve with this trim slut, feeding the freak of the week, roasted chin nuts. Fell asleep, heard a creak, yo, what the fuck? 'Twas the ghost of my dead homie. G up, P game notice, my situation hopeless. Once a Mac, but now I'm dead and hopeless. You don't change, you'll be in chains for eternity. Tonight 3 ghosts will visit, player handle your business. What the hell is this? I must be blowed. I'm having a psycho episode, but then 9 p.m. in my closet flash. A ghost bitch, I am the ghost of Christmas past. I'm here to show you scenes that made you cold and mean, and hope it turned you back into a human being. She showed me Christmas morning way back when I got my wife boning my best friend. 'Twas then I chose to dog 'em all. Fuck 'em doggy style and never call. The ghost of Christmas past said time for a switch. You need to serve notice, she's only one bitch. 10 p.m. another flash in the closet. I approach hesitant, the ghost of Christmas present. Relentless, he urged me to seek repentance, or consequences may be tremendous. He showed how I floored the hoe the night before. A game in her brain like Alfie Shore. After I scored, beat it some more till the kitten was sore. Got bored, told the whore, explore the door. Damn, I'm stone cold, yo, I see a little clearer. Maybe it's time I check that man in the mirror. 11 p.m. struck, this feature ain't a sleeper. A ghastly creature, enter Grim Reaper. He spoke nada, just looked in my eyes. I stared in and I saw my demise. A tombstone, a grave, and written in blood said, here lies serve notice, the man never loved. The psycho make a boss player piss his pants. I beg God Almighty one more chance. Midnight struck, I did the chicken noodle dance. Yes, I'm alive, free to get in woman's pants. But now with romance, Merry Christmas, I got the spirit. Ho ho ho, you on the wish list. Don't dismiss this or be confused. Holiday lesson, I'm no longer Scrooged. motherfucking New Year. Big gang. Well, the New Year's here, been one wild ride. Makes me wanna holler, thank God I'm alive. Pop the champagne, the clock's still running. Toe down, floor down, keep drinks coming. Keep it moving's my resolution. Spitting hot licks in the booth and straight get paid with skill executing. Bills I'm shooting, 253 proof and raise the roof and party up like fuck it, I'm drunk. Another shot, don't be a punk. At the Mo Mac the hoe you wanna thump. Hey DJ, make this motherfucker bump. What you having, madam? Sex on the beach or screaming orgasms? Want 'em in spasms, shaking a stirred or whipped in a blender? Just remember to tip the bartender. I said, wait a while, honey, love it, doggy style. Let me show you something, child. Fucking with my drunken style. As we go to humping wild, pussy get to funkin'. I'll hit it till it's sore and loves me in the morning. Welcome to a new beginning, newbie and beautiful woman. Brand new day to get to sinning. Man, I hope last year's forgiven. Help me God, the room is spinning. All these people bought their twins, I guess I'm seeing double. Trying hard not to stumble. If you came to party, throw your hands in the air. Wave from side to side like you don't have a care. Yeah, that's what's up, sir. Notice it's serving, friendly on Henny, purring off bourbon, drunk as hell, spitting gang to a dang named Shell. Get the freaking well, don't have a clue what happened in December. Just remember to tip the bartender.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Blaine with What's Up College Edition with our mayor from Tacoma, Bill Barsma. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
And so, how has the election treated you? Pretty good now that you're in office?
Well, the election treated me very well since I won the election rather handily. It's been a very hectic first few months. I serve on 21 boards and commissions. I chair many of them. So days last anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. In fact, yesterday I started at 7:30. That was my first board meeting. And I finished off, got home around 9 o'clock at night. So it was a long day yesterday. And today I've had several meetings as well. But I knew what I was getting into. So never a dull moment.
So those expectations have kind of changed quite a bit, or have they met all of your expectations, or?
Well, the expectations haven't changed. Now, keep in mind that I served on the city council for 8 years prior to becoming mayor, so I had some sense of what it entailed, but I didn't gain a full appreciation until after my election, actually even before my election. There were a lot of requests for time and commitments during the period of the election in November till I was sworn in January. So I always had the question in my mind, why was it that the mayor was so tired in the evening, you know? And now I understand. When Brian Ebersaw was mayor and I served with him, around 9 o'clock he would say, gee, I'm tired, I got to go home. And I thought, well, gosh, Mr. Mayor, I'm not tired, you know? And at the time I was teaching at the University of Puget Sound, but now I appreciate what he was saying at that time.
Great. So now with your new official position held, I know that you have many expectations that you have. You've implicated a student advisory board also.
Yeah, during the course of the campaign, I made a promise. I made a promise to the young people of Tacoma, those between the ages, so high school age to the early 20s, that upon being elected, I would establish a mayor's youth advisory board or committee, which I've done. And the board has met. It includes, at least initially, many of the student body officers of the area colleges, community colleges, and Bates. We're also inviting high high school students to be involved in this committee, and they've got projects, they've got their bylaws and their constitution, they've elected their officers, and to be a member of the board, a student or a young person has to go back to their constituency and get on a petition 50 names. And so the representatives from Tacoma Community College, University of Puget Sound, University of Washington, Tacoma, Evergreen, Bates, and the high schools, to be members of the board and to be active participants, need the support from their peers. And they decided that on their own. That was not my choice, but they felt that to really be an active member and a participant on the board, they needed the support, needed to have some credibility, and that was the way in which they established it.
Right.
Homie told me never love her, only fuck her. Weddings is only for suckers. It would have been nice if I would have heeded his advice. Now I'm still picking up the pieces of the mess left by my wife. Long time ago, love died inside. The moment I realized that in her eyes was wolf tickets and lies. Through my demise, I've grown to despise little damn games. Wanna lay me, pay me, I ain't talking chump change. May seem strange, a flesh martyr who barters. Hilltop, Thurston County to Gig Harbor. Lesson 1, be self-reliant yet defiant. She'll never truly love you, so don't fall for the client. A good night is when she only wanna talk. Her cuddle and snuggle, break bread, then you walk. Sometimes you gotta be blunt, a man to catch a run. Just do the alphabet when your tongue's deep in her. Yeah. Gigolo's no good life, but it's my life. Gigolo is no good life, but it's my life. Gigolo is no good life, but it's my life. Tears on my pillow cause she's just this woman's dillo. She'll make like a tree and leave your ass a weeping willow. I drink her rum to numb the heartache of all the sins I partake. Bagging up the target for God's sake. You start to wonder if her husband truly love her, but business is business, you gotta keep it hustler. What the fuck's the meaning of love but pipe dreams of prom queens on fake Persian rugs? Suited and booted for the nightlife, with my reward and hatred in the morning. Who keeping score when they say they love me, but they don't know me? Bed to bed, that shit is said, and yet I'm always lonely. Each night and day this masquerade is played and spade. The ghetto gets no better, so you better get the cheddar. One day I really make it over. Hopes of Casanova, Knox Stedman for Oprah. Game over. Game over. Gigolo is no good life, but it's my life. Gigolo is no good life, it's my life. Yeah. Dominic Fortune and the mighty Rampage on a James Bell 008 joint, you feel me? Yeah. OG Crush on the ones and twos. Big game. His name's Bell, James Bell, remember it well. A tribute to the legend, True Play Resurrection. Hit me with that sexy old school playlist. That baby make it 008. Back to basic, turn back the clock. The freaks tend to jock. Ferrari Benz the block, the gym knocks. Soul food like greens and ham hocks. Ghetto gourmet ear candy for Max and Dandies. Flip the plan B, reform the thugs. James Bell made the hood feel love. And all because the Gen Z does creates the buzz. One people, one nation, one blood. Spread memories of 70s all day. Al Green, stylistics, more gay. 3 the hard way, came to party. Chill and parlay. Max relax and we'll spit tracks all way. melodies of the 60s and 70s, right down to the 50s. James Bell got the remedy. Hey, you remember me? The cut you played back in high school days in the cool summer shade. 100 ways to drive you, cuts to ride you, get inside you. Bell will guide you. Bet you by golly, wow. Midnight, Barry White, Sweet Days, Isaac Hayes, Marcy, Marvin Gaye, Strange Fruit, Lady Day, James Bell, and Crutch is DJ. For me, myself, the host with the most Sharona, Dominic Fortune, tough stuff to come. My Mac plan diploma, rhyme skill be fun. Bell takes you away from the struggle, so leave your troubles at home when Nate's on the scene. The silver tongue human time machine, yeah, the rhyme's clean. Bumpin', please buckle up. It's Bell at the helm, Mary Lane coming up. Yeah, that's the stuff. We've hijacked your brain. Where you taking them, Bell? Yeah, boy, it's James Bell, 008. The D to the L, tribute to legends, you feel me? OG Crutz on the ones and twos. Big Mook and Atomic Studios with the HD setup. With yours truly, Dominic Fortune, the mighty Rampage. Peace, love, and blessing, whatever else you're stressing. Any other questions, mail me the suggestions. Peace. James Bell, 008.
My community. Come to unity, a collective.
Hi, my name is Koshan Armstrong, reporting for What's Up TV, and today we're here at Larry Frost Memorial Park, and I'm here with Senator Brad Owen, and we're going to be talking to Washington State Senator Brad Owen about young people in politics. So let's see what the senator has to say. Okay, first of all, Senator Owen, where'd you grow up at?
Well, I grew up right near here, as a matter of fact. I spent 4 years in the Salishan area of Tacoma and then several years over by Lincoln High School. I went to Galt, McElvey, and Stewart Junior Highs at one time or another, and or middle schools now, I guess, and then on to Lincoln High School.
What was it like when you were?
What was it like? Well, I'll tell you, compared to now, it was a lot different. There were not as many pressures on young people as there are today. Drugs and alcohol were something that you maybe talked a little bit about. A lot of the things that you see today, gangs and gang violence and pressures on young people, the types of television programs were much, much milder than they are today.
Brad, what words do you have for young people today?
Well, you know, I always feel that the most important thing that young people can do today is to stand up for what they believe in, to be strong, to not be manipulated. I believe that young people can do that. If you be yourself, you stand up for what you believe in, and you will lead a good life and help us solve the rest of the problems that are facing America today.
This is Coach Sean Armstrong signing off for What's Up with Senator Washington State Senator Brad Owen.
To my homeboy Mr. and Mrs. Caviezel on his wedding night. My whole life I've waited for this moment in time that I'd find the perfect match to forever be mine. I've been to many places, smiled in many faces, felt the empty spaces, false heart embraces. Has time been wasted on these love chases, or did it bring me back to the basics? We're all past relations and preparations for revelations I'm facing. Yeah, I need more than refills or one night cheap thrills. Pipe dreams on Strawberry Hills is a weak deal, and so to be real, I've learned my lessons, and now it's time I pop the question: will you marry me? Will you be my wife? Will you be the one to share my life? Will you be there through the rough years together and face fear? Wherever I'm at, please be there. Yeah, for rich or for poor, through peace and through war. I pop the question cause I'm sure in life we have ups and downs, but I need to know you'll still be around. I need to know you'll have my back when the demons attack. You'll be there to keep me on track. Woman, I love you. I want you to be my wife, my partner, life building, mother of my children, empty heart feeling, one in a million, beautiful lifeline, chance of a lifetime. Sweet love be mine and I'll be yours. Let the trust in us endure forevermore. Naked, sacred, blessed and secure. Holy matrimony, sincere and so pure. Please marry me. Will you be my wife? Will you be the one to share my life? Will you be there through the rough years, together in face fear? Wherever I'm at, please be there. Yeah, for rich or for poor, through peace and through war. I pop the question cause I'm sure my life is complete when our hearts beats, two lovers together forever. It couldn't get any better. Treasure the pleasure, the day that I met you. A blessed bond nobody can sever. Remember, this day our souls became one. The problems in life, we faced the same once. I'm your support that holds down the fort. Your land by the stream and man of your dreams. It's just us against the world. Whatever we face it, this love will be our foundation. With this ring, I pledge from the start, you'll be my heart till death do us part. Please marry me. Will you be my wife? Will you be the one to share my life? Will you be there through the rough years, together and face fears? Wherever I'm at, please be there. Yeah, for rich or for poor, through peace and through war. I pop the question cause I'm sure. Be my wife.
I am Pallas Athene, and I know the thoughts of all men's hearts, and discern their manhood or their baseness. And from the souls of clay I turn away, and they are blessed, but not by me. They fatten at ease, like sheep in the pasture, and eat what they did not sow, like oxen in the stall. They grow and spread, like the gourd along the ground, but, like the gourd, they give no shade to the traveler, and when they are ripe death gathers them, and they go down unloved into hell, and their name vanishes out of the land. But to the souls of fire I give more fire, and to those who are manful I give a might more than man's. These are the heroes, the sons of the immortals, who are blessed, but not like the souls of clay. For I drive them forth by strange paths, Perseus, that they may fight the titans and the monsters, the enemies of gods and men. Through doubt and need, danger and battle, I drive them, and some of them are slain in the flower of youth, no man knows when or where, and some of them win noble names, and a fair and green old age. But what will be their latter end I know not, and none, save Zeus, the father of gods and men. Tell me now, Perseus, which of these two sorts of men seem to you more blessed?
Overcome the slavery, the projects, the slums, the courthouse, jailhouse, sellouts, the guns from run, Negro run, sun downtown, lights out, a black president in the White House. If it seemed like a dream, hard to visualize, it's cause King had a dream that was king size. He saw ex-slave human beings as ex-kings and queens from the Kushite Empire, African scene. What do I mean by not backing up an inch? Don't care, will he hate me, will he shoot me, will he lynch? That black on black brother killing another over color of rags. Light skin, dark skin, filling up body bags. When it come to Willie Lynch, I'm that black William Tell. Shoot that apple of knowledge from inside of my cell. The fight's been hell, and I ain't heard no bell. Don't mean to offend you, but the struggle continues. From bodies in water, lynching, burning, and slaughter, we shall rise, baptized in blood of the martyrs. Sing it. Overcomers from babies in slavery. The civil rights fights, Black Panther bravery. Dr. King, Malcolm X, may we never forget. Medgar Evans in heaven, in peace may he rest. Don't mean to shame ya by forgetting to name ya, but what about Fannie Lou Hamer, Harriet Tubman, and Social Truth? Angela Davis, she belongs in this group. It wouldn't be cracking without Jesse Jackson. The coalition mission, affirmative action. Long as we talking, shout out to Al Sharpton, R.I.P. Emmett Till and Yusuf Hawkins. Million Man marching to the call of Farrakhan. So gotta pay homage to Elijah Muhammad, and who can hardly forget Marcus Garvey, Stokely Carmichael's welcome to the party. So for those who have to wonder, is the struggle be over? We have overcome. I guess Barack done told ya.